Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh.
Don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Emotional damage.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
Strong, smart.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
The men with the smaller, inadequate penis, and there's a lot of small penises in this world. Listen to, there are a lot of small penises in this world. Most men have small, listen, I don't know if men know this. I'm not done. I'm not done. Men need to hear this. Most of y'all, listen, what camera am I looking? Most of y'all have small, most of y'all have small penises. You've seen porn. You know how big they get. They get pretty big. And once a woman figures that out, she ain't going back to 6 inches or 5.
Emotional damage.
I'm strong, smart.
Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
She had a Kleenex or a tissue to her nose. And then she pulled it away from her nose and she showed it to me. And there was red. There was indeed like red color on the tissue. But me, I know that there was no connection to her nose. No part of my body made connection to her nose or eyes or anything like. So she said, she took it away and she showed it to me. She said, "Way to go, Johnny, you broke my nose. You broke my nose." And I knew I hadn't, so I said, you go into sort of placation mode, which is, "Oh my God, let me see, are you okay? What happened? Let me see." And she wouldn't let me see anything. And so I just tried to calm the situation as best I could. All the while, I was waiting for her to dispense with that Kleenex because I didn't trust it. And so I waited, and when she dropped it into the wastebasket in her bathroom, or in our bathroom, and left the room, went somewhere downstairs, I think, I don't know. And then I pulled the Kleenex out of the trash bin, and I inspected it pretty closely and realized that it was nail polish. It was nail varnish or polish.
Strong, smart. I'm not a victim to my detriment. I guess there was a lot of shame attached to that label of victim. It happens to so many women, you know, when it happens in your home behind closed doors with someone you love, it's not as straightforward. If a stranger did this, you know, as it was pointed out to me, if a stranger did this, it would be a no-brainer. It's the telling someone safe is the beginning of choosing yourself.
Bitch, please.
Really, like, think about it. If I hadn't had that, if I hadn't had a few people that I really trust around me, a few women support, a few friends, if I hadn't had them around me, how different my life would be. Just as a woman, having gone through this in the public stage, and in the public arena that I did it, and I have a unique opportunity to remind other women, not only that this doesn't have to be the way it is, you don't have to do it alone. You're not alone. And also, we can change this. Violence against women is not limited to actual physical violence. It is also about how we deal with it and how we talk about it in the media and in our culture. And us taking responsibility.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
I'm justifying how you seem to think that there's this cowardice in me that runs away and I don't fight for you.
And you're justifying that by saying I throw pots and pans? Okay, cool. Let's talk about everything you do wrong.
I'm not the one who...
I'm strong, smart.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
You told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the fucking thing. And
you figured it out.
And you said, no, fuck it. No, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie. And then
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, even a lot of fights. You've been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you fucking have a close...
You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you tough?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are. I'm strong, smart. That's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you start...
You are such a baby. Grow the fuck up,
because
Johnny.
You start physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Emotional damage.
So I had
Because,
to get the fuck out of there.
yes, you did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You're admirable.
Bitch, please.
Mr. Depp, could you please explain to the jury what they just heard on those audio recordings?
Don't want peace. I want problems, always.
And it was fun as hell. So, ladies, if y'all man cheating on y'all, beat his ass. Beat his ass.
Do you hit men?
Beat their ass.
Do they hit you back?
Never got hit back ever in life.
I'm strong, smart.
Because I think we're kind of like this in the same way. As a single mom, I got this shit. I got it. I ain't calling her dad. You can. I'll die starving on the road before I call her dad.
Facts.
So I'm like,
I'm strong, smart.
Yeah, we do need men though. We do.
We don't need them.
We do.
No, because they're lesbians.
Who do you call to get your car fixed? A man or a woman? Your toilet breaks down. Who do you call?
So I fix my own car. I can do. I'm motor mechanics.
Your power supply. Who runs it? Who runs the infrastructure of society? Men or women?
I'm strong, smart.
Oh, at the moment, men, obviously, because of patriarchy. Because of patriarchy.
Oh no.
But
wait.
Do I need a man? No. I'm obsessed with being a woman in a male-dominated industry. I do all of my own carpentry. I do all my own
Right, but regardless of that, like, you agree that men run the infrastructure, so therefore
at the moment, men run the world.
We need men.
On a wider scale, yes. On a wider scale. On a personal scale, no. Because you don't need a man to provide for you.
Right,
you can earn our own wage.
But we need men to run the industries that keep us alive and well.
Not necessarily, no.
So,
because I know female mechanics, engineers, carpenters.
But remember that's exception. Like, those industries are like 99% male.
Yeah, but for now.
Right.
For now. And we can change that.
We can.
With feminism.
But do we want to change that?
Yo, my man voice about to come out.
Some women do, some women don't.
How do you know the difference between women picking the industries they want to pick and
trying to fuck the patriarchy?
No. I'm saying like how do you know the difference between women picking the industries they want to pick? So, like, I don't know a lot of girls that want to be plumbers, mechanics, engineers, and all that stuff.
Me.
Right, but you're the exception, you're not the rule. I don't know many. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So when you say things like it's because of
But I'm still valid.
But you're still valid, but I'm saying when you say things like because of the patriarchy, that's why women aren't in those fields. How do you know it's the patriarchy and not women choosing what they want to choose?
Well, you don't.
I'm strong, smart.
That's right. You blame men all ages through. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. They need to switch the ages from 3 to death.
So why is it always men's fault? Let's get in there. Let's talk about it.
Because it's always your fault, and y'all should take responsibility.
I'm strong, smart.
Well, there's certainly no shortage of evidence for reprehensible sexual behavior on the part of people who can use power to get away with it. So that's not so good. The Me Too movement, I suspect it probably did some good things and some terrible things. So I would say that there's a dangerous proclivity to abandon the concept of the presumption of innocence.
What's K. Michelle's trauma?
Men.
Wow.
The center, I once said, what was the center, like, of my pain, of my life? I didn't have anybody, knock on wood, no one close to me die or anything like that. Everything that I've gone through has been because of lack of self-esteem and men being in the middle.
Bitch, it's called self-esteem. It's esteem of your motherfucking self, bitch. How the fuck can I fuck up how you feel about you, simple bitch?
What do you mean? Like, explain that. Like,
I don't think men are good people.
Wait, you think that now? All men?
I don't think they're good people.
Emotional damage.
I'm strong, smart.
What's your body count?
Yeah, I don't think you told us.
It's over 500.
No.
It's probably over 600.
Are you really a demon?
Yo, my man voice about to come out.
So that's my idea of the patriarchy, which is a system of male dominance of society.
Yeah, but that's not my sense of the patriarchy.
So what's yours?
Well, in what sense is our society male-dominated?
The fact that the vast majority of wealth is owned by men, the vast majority of capital is owned by men. Women do more unpaid labour.
Very tiny proportion of men, and a huge proportion of people who are seriously disaffected are men. Most people in prison are men. Most people who are on the street are men. Most victims of violent crime are men. Most people who commit suicide are men. Most people who die in wars are men. People who do worse in school are men. It's like, where's the dominance here precisely? What you're doing is you're taking a tiny substrata of hyper-successful men and using that to represent the entire structure of Western society. There's nothing about that that's vaguely appropriate.
But I could say equally well that most rape victims are women. Terrible things happen to people of both sexes.
And you could say that with perfect utility, but that doesn't provide any evidence for the existence of a male-dominated patriarchy.
Well,
it just means that terrible things happen to both genders, which they certainly do.
But there are almost no women who rape men, for example. So that is an asymmetry there in sexual violence.
Well, yes, there's an asymmetry in all sorts of places, but that doesn't mean that Western culture is a male-dominated patriarchy. The fact that there are asymmetries has nothing to do with your basic argument.
No, but you might
This is a trope that people just accept. Western society is a male-dominated patriarchy. It's like, no, it's not. That's not true. And even if it has a patriarchal structure to some degree, the fundamental basis of that structure is not power, it's competence. That's why our society works. It's only when a structure degenerates into tyranny that the fundamental relationships between people become dependent on power. It's not power. If you hire a plumber who's likely to be male, it's not because there's roving bands of tyrannical plumbers forcing you to make that choice. And it's the case with almost every interaction that you have at the face of our culture. You're dealing with people who are offering a service of one form or another, who are usually part of the broad middle class, and what you're looking for is the person who can offer the best service, and you can find it. It's not a consequence of being dominated by anything that's tyrannical. And then again, our culture, the Western culture, which is by no means perfect, and certainly has tyrannical elements like all cultures do, is the least tyrannical society that's ever been produced, and certainly the least tyrannical society that exists now. So where's the patriarchy exactly in all of this?